We have the entire power of the universe ready to back up our next idea. If we know this and have faith in it, why should our next idea be itty bitty, litty bitty, poor little old me? Okay. Okay. Everyone say, greatness is ready to happen as me. How many ready to let it happen? Okay. Everyone say, greatness is health. Greatness is intelligence. Greatness is creativity. Greatness is relationship. Greatness is love. Greatness is positive right action. See, you are the greatness. Jesus said you want. Look, slow here, low there. Where did he say it is? Point to it. Here we go. He didn't say look for it somewhere else. Good. See, when you treat for water, there it is. Oh, what is it? This is hot water. Very good. Now, this is interesting. I have a cup full of hot water. Everybody say, cup full of hot water. Now, if I took some instant coffee and put in that, what would the cup of hot water be? How about instant tea? Put a tea bag in it. What would it be? What would it be if I put soup in there? Okay. Soup. Okay. So, same thing in consciousness. All it's doing is waiting for you to put some. I think that's good. Thank you. You like the illustration. I tell you what, gang, when you've been doing this 35 years, you got a whole file full of stuff you can pull out. Okay, Dr. Holmes, going back, where he says, success and happiness are ours when we deal with the absolute. Now, absoluteness is very interesting. If we're coming from there, what's the first step of treatment? It's absoluteness. There's one life. It's God. It's everywhere at once. Now, I don't have to make that do anything. All I have to do is let what? Go, and let it be me as what? What I'm thinking about. And if that's happening with me all the time, whether I know anything about religious science or not, or unity or divine science or new thought or whatever, if it's going through me as me, if it is me, and it becomes what I think about, and I know this is true, all I have to do is have faith that I can change my mind and change my life. That I can raise my consciousness in any area of my life and have it produce something better. But if I keep thinking the same way, I don't care what I'm thinking about. It's what I'm thinking as. How many thought about love but didn't have any around you? Until you did what? Know that you are love, start thinking as love, and all of a sudden you do what? As Emerson said, if you want more friends, be friendly. Be a friend. Be what you want. How many know you have people in your life that you would like to see act a different way? Anybody? Nobody. Well, I'll go over that one. So, okay. Okay. Now, wait. Here's your challenge. Make sure you are being what you say you want them to be. And you are giving to the world around you the way you want them to give, and you're acting the way you want them to act. And if you do, you don't have to convince them of anything. All you have to do is let them see the benefit of being that way, of thinking that way, of giving that way. Dr. Holmes continues, with this attitude we should have, what we need to know is the truth. This does not mean that we need to be active. Of course we shall be active, but we need not compel things to happen. Say that with me. I need not compel things to happen. See, treatment, spiritual mind treatment is describing what is already true. It's not making anything happen. See, how many know people have been studying this for years and they're still trying to use treatment like bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Okay. See, they're trying to hocus pocus change. They're trying to say the right words so everything that changes out here, when the realization is if you've got a storm going on out here, all you have to do is calm the storm that's going on in here, and the one out here goes away. Everyone say, if I want to quiet the outer storm, I quiet the inner storm. Okay. Confusion storm, doubt storm, fear storm. Okay. Poor little old me storm, any kind of other storm you're going through. Look for the best. Look for the best. We were talking about grandchildren. I did a funeral last weekend, and for one of our dear members, Jim Downey, if any of you remember Jim. He was a member here for a long time, and it was wonderful. And we were contemplating the life of his children who now have children who they were here with their children, and I looked at them and I saw the grandchildren of Jim who were the same age as their fathers when they were here in our junior church. And I thought about the fact that here's this little boy crying, losing his grandfather, and I pointed out to him that I just turned 70 years old. And my grandmother, who passed away a number of years ago, is as alive in me as she was when she was standing in front of me. She hadn't gone anywhere. And my grandfather hadn't gone anywhere. Why? Because love doesn't go anywhere, does it? Everyone say, love is right where I am. Love knows what to do. Love knows how to do it. Okay. And so when I said that to him, he began to realize, and I was talking to him because he was sitting here as part of the audience, and most of us adults. And so I decided I'm going to focus right on him. So that this day was important for him to say goodbye to his grandfather. And he left, and he was about, I guess, 11 or 12 years old. And I told him, I said, you know, when you are an adult with your own grandchildren, you will remember this day. And you will remember that the love is in your heart, no matter what challenges are in front of you. I had a grandmother who, I don't care what I did or how I did it or what kind of teenager I was or anything, because I was James Dean for about 3 or 4 years, and it was... And I left home, and then my brother Elvis showed up. And then he became Marlon. Okay. But that love within us that knows what to do and how to do it is always ready to come forth. And that love applied becomes what we're talking about this morning, faith to believe it is possible. How many have, through classes and through study and through exploration into what we teach, have allowed yourself to think bigger thoughts, happier thoughts, healthier thoughts? Think about possibilities that you never thought of before. Okay. I had someone that I'm working with on the East Coast who was going through a situation where they lost the position they were in. They needed to demonstrate the right position, the right job, and they found themselves caught up in the consciousness of what is going on in the fear experience of this country right now. And they were right in the middle of it. And so what we did through treatment was pull ourselves out of what Dr. Carl Jung called race consciousness, what Dr. Ernest Holmes called race consciousness. How many know that race consciousness means the way most people think? Okay, and how many been to different areas of the country where you can just feel the difference because people think in a different way? Okay, Northern California is different than Southern California. Thank God. Okay. Which is different from this, it was different from that. Race consciousness. So the idea is, are you going to what? Conform to what's going on around you or do what? 2,000 years ago, we got some good advice. Be not conformed to what? The world. Be transformed by what? Renewing of your mind. Okay.